Pain is universal. No one escapes it. No one avoids it. It's the great equalizer. But here's the difference. Some people let pain define them, while others use it to become unstoppable. That's the choice you're faced with right now. Because pain isn't just a punishment. It's a teacher, a forge, a tool. And if you're willing to embrace it, it will make you stronger than you ever imagined. You've felt it, haven't you? That sharp edge of disappointment when you fail. The crushing weight of rejection when the world tells you no. The ache of betrayal, of loss, of setbacks that seem to come out of nowhere. Pain doesn't care about timing. It doesn't wait until you're ready. It crashes into your life like a storm, breaking everything in its path. Most people crumble under it. They see pain as the enemy. They run from it, numb it, bury it deep where they hope it'll never resurface. But here's the truth they don't understand. The more you run from pain, the weaker you become. Because every time you avoid it, you lose the chance to grow. Pain isn't something to escape. It's something to harness. You see, pain has a way of exposing the truth. It shows you exactly where you're weak, where you've been coasting, where you're unprepared. It doesn't lie. It doesn't sugarcoat. Pain strips you down to your raw, unpolished core and forces you to face yourself. And that's uncomfortable. It's brutal, but it's also necessary. Strength doesn't come from comfort. It doesn't come from easy wins or smooth paths. Strength is built in the struggle. It's forged in the fire. When you're under pressure, when the weight feels unbearable, that's when you find out what you're really made of. And that's where the transformation happens. Think about it. The strongest steel is forged in the hottest fires. It's hammered, shaped, tested over and over again until it's unbreakable. You are no different. Pain is your fire. It's the pressure that shapes you, the force that turns weakness into strength, hesitation into resolve. Without it, you remain untested, unproven. But with it, you become unstoppable. The world is full of people who avoid pain, who choose comfort over growth. They never reach their potential because they're too afraid to face what's hard. They see pain as a roadblock, but you're different. You're not here to take the easy road. You're here to push past limits, to break through barriers, to see just how far you can go, and that means embracing the struggle. It's not fair. Let's be clear about that. Pain doesn't play by the rules. It doesn't show up when it's convenient or manageable. It blindsides you, hits you when you're already down, tests you when you're at your weakest. But that's the point. Because real strength isn't about what you can handle when things are easy. It's about what you can endure when everything's falling apart. Pain doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care about your plans, your excuses, or your comfort zone. It's going to come for you anyway. So the question isn't whether or not you'll face pain. The question is what you're going to do when it hits. You have a choice. You can let it break you, or you can let it build you. You can sit in the rubble, asking, why me? Or you can stand up, look pain in the eye, and say, watch me. Because pain isn't here to destroy you. It's here to transform you, if you let it. But transformation isn't passive. It's not something that just happens. It's a decision, a mindset, a commitment to push through the discomfort, the hurt, the fear, and come out stronger on the other side. It's about reframing the struggle, not as something to be feared, but as an opportunity to grow. When pain shows up, it's not a punishment. It's a question. How bad do you want it? Because the things worth having, the things that truly matter, don't come without a cost. They require sacrifice, effort, and yes, pain. But that's what makes them valuable. That's what makes them worth fighting for. Every setback, every failure, every painful moment is a test. It's asking you whether you're willing to keep going, to keep fighting, to keep believing in yourself, even when the odds are stacked against you. And every time you choose to rise, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than you thought. Pain is the forge. You are the steel. And every challenge, every moment of struggle, is shaping you into something unbreakable. This is where your strength is built, not in the moments of comfort, but in the moments of fire. So don't run from it. Don't fear it. Embrace it. Because the pain that feels unbearable today is creating the power you'll need tomorrow. You're not done. You're just getting started. Pain alone doesn't make you stronger. It's what you do with it that determines whether you rise or crumble. Every ounce of suffering, Every moment of struggle is an opportunity, not to retreat, not to give up, but to step forward and use the fire to forge yourself into someone unshakable. Strength isn't a gift, it's earned. It's built through choices, one after another, every single day. When pain hits, you have two paths. The first is easy. You let the pain consume you. Let it define you. Let it keep you down. That's the path most people take. But the second path? That's where warriors are made. You take the pain, every ounce of it, and you turn it into power. How do you do that? You start by reframing the way you see pain. Most people see pain as the enemy, a force to be avoided. But you're different. You understand that pain isn't here to break you. It's here to teach you. It's showing you where you need to grow, where you need to push harder, where your limits truly are. And when you see it that way, pain stops being something to fear. It becomes your greatest ally. Pain sharpens you. It's the process that strips away what doesn't serve you, your doubts, your excuses, your hesitation, and leaves behind raw, unfiltered strength. It's the voice that says, "You're not good enough," and dares you to prove it wrong. It's the pressure that pushes you beyond your comfort zone, beyond the limits you thought you had, and into a place where real transformation happens. But harnessing pain isn't about enduring it. It's about acting on it. It's about letting it drive you forward. Every time you feel that sting of failure, that ache of struggle, you ask yourself, what can I do with this? Pain gives you direction. It shows you where you need to work, where you need to improve, where you need to grow stronger. Think about the greatest victories in your life. Were they easy? Did they come without sacrifice, without discomfort? Of course not. Every victory was born from struggle. Every achievement was earned through effort, persistence, and pain. That's the formula. Pain is the price of greatness, and the more you embrace it, the more unstoppable you become. The truth is, the world isn't going to hand you anything. It doesn't care how hard you've tried or how much you think you deserve. If you want something, you have to fight for it. You have to be willing to endure, to sacrifice, to bleed if necessary. Because while others quit, you keep going. While others look for the easy way, you dig deeper, and that's how you win. But let's be clear, this isn't about being reckless. Pain without purpose is just suffering. Your job is to channel it, to focus it, to use it as fuel. Every time you face a setback, ask yourself, what is this pain teaching me? How can I use it to get better? Growth doesn't happen by accident. It's intentional, it's deliberate, and pain is your guide. Pain builds resilience. Every time you push through it, you become harder to break. It's like lifting weights. The heavier the load, the stronger you get. At first, it feels impossible. The weight is too much, the strain too intense. But the more you push, the stronger you become. The same is true with pain. The more you face it, the more you realize you can handle it. And here's the thing. Once you've been through the fire, nothing else scares you. You've already faced the worst. You've already been tested. The opinions of others, they're meaningless. The obstacles ahead, just another opportunity to prove your strength. Pain has forged you into someone who doesn't back down, who doesn't break, who doesn't stop. But this isn't just about survival. It's about thriving. It's about using the strength you've built to create the life you want. Pain has taught you discipline, focus, and resilience. Now it's time to apply those lessons. Set your goals high. Push yourself further than you thought possible. And when the next challenge comes, don't fear it. Welcome it. Because you know it's just another chance to grow stronger. The people who fear pain never grow. They stay where it's comfortable, where it's safe. But safety is a trap. It keeps you small, keeps you stuck. You're not here to play it safe. You're here to dominate, to excel, to rise above every limit. And that means stepping into the fire willingly, knowing it's the only way to become unstoppable. This is your journey. No one else can walk it for you. No one else can endure the pain or reap the rewards. It's all on you. But that's the beauty of it. Because when you rise, when you succeed, when you stand tall after everything you've been through, you'll know you earned it. Every scar, every struggle, every moment of pain will have been worth it. So don't run from the pain. Don't numb it. Don't hide from it. Face it. Embrace it. Let it forge you into the strongest version of yourself. The fire isn't your enemy, it's your ally. And with every step you take through it, you become harder, sharper, and more relentless. This is your time. The pain has prepared you. Now it's up to you to rise. Feel the fire? Good. Now fuel it. Subscribe, like, and join the movement. Your rise starts now.